An interesting question about hairstyle. I have a stylish haircut. Obviously, it does not come from me. Can it be a reason for visa refusal? Normally, we do not take these kinds of things into consideration. Actually, we never take these kinds of things into consideration. Again, every student has to prove to consular officer their ties to Ukraine, to their home country, and has to qualify for this program. And the qualifications, as Heather went over, are very obvious. They're expressly stated on our website and on our Facebook page. And the concerns that consular officers might have actually are there for your own protection. The reason that we've had this program is very special. It has been running since 1992, as long as U.S. diplomatic presence has been in Ukraine. And Washington is very interested in this program, and especially because young students are participating in this program, it is our responsibility. We take it very seriously as a State Department to make sure that students who go to the U.S. are safe, they're in the jobs that they're supposed to be in, and in fact we have a pamphlet that we published on the Wilberforce Act. If you can see this, it's available in English, in Ukrainian, and Russian, I believe, and it states your rights. It states the phone numbers you should call in case anything bad should happen to you. It states that you have right to go to court if anything happens that would warrant that. And if you might have heard something about someone getting denied because they think it has to do with their looks, that is certainly not true. What we take into consideration carefully, though, is the jobs that students are going to and what their plans are for while they're in the United States.
And another, just to add to Natala's complete answer, is another thing we do take into consideration is the level of English proficiency, and this sort of goes along with what we talk about with our Wilberforce packet. Students need to conduct their interview in English. We expect that the entire visa interview will be conducted in English, and they should be proficient enough to be able to carry out the interview, to understand what the consular officer is asking them, and to be able to answer fully and completely. And this is done to help the students themselves to make sure that they are able to protect themselves in America and that they are able to fulfill the duties, the job that they have signed up for. So that's another important requirement of the Summer Work and Travel program. So we have another question: are PhD students eligible to participate? And I think we've already put up on our website and our Facebook who is eligible. PhD students are not eligible. However, medical interns are eligible.
The next question is from someone who has been already interviewed and was refused visa. Добрый день, когда можно будет подать повторную заявку на визу после отказа? So when can I apply again if I have been refused? We're sorry to hear that you have been refused. However, to give you a second chance and a fresh chance for another consular officer to take a look at your situation and your application, you will have a chance to apply again at the end of the season. Right now, we have not yet scheduled those appointments, but please stay tuned and monitor our website. We will let everyone know when those appointments will become open. However, please keep in mind that the last day for an interview for Summer Work and Travel program this year is June 8th. That's, I believe, Friday, June 8th is the last day we'll be interviewing for Summer Work and Travel this year. Good luck.
Okay, we received a question: what are the conditions of getting a visa for the Summer Work and Travel program for students who are studying in the 5th year but still have a 6th year of education in Ukraine? These students are eligible. They're welcome to come in for an interview. They will be interviewed just like any other students. Again, the eligibility requirements are that they be a full-time bona fide student. So absolutely, they're eligible. They're welcome to come in for an interview. Again, at the visa interview, the consular officer will be making a determination about their ties to Ukraine. The ties that include but are not limited to studies in Ukraine. So by all means, they're eligible and welcome to apply.
We have a question about someone who does not have an agency. What do I do? How do I apply? To apply without an agency, yes, it is possible. It's called a placement self-appointment. We have a block of those appointments. Please call our call center. The phone number is on our website, and go through the process. Basically, you have to go through the process yourself, and all the steps are outlined on our website. You still have to have a U.S. sponsor. All participants, all students, all applicants need to have a U.S. sponsor. You do not have to have a local agency. However, if you do have a local agency, then they pretty much help you with all the steps in the application process. So again, good luck doing this on your own. It is possible. Many students do it themselves, and we have appointment times for those students as well.
So we received a question about are first-year students eligible to participate in the program? Again, students are eligible. First-year students are eligible just like second and third-year students are eligible. They must have completed at least one semester or the quarter or trimester equivalent in order to qualify to participate. So it's helpful to see proof of that at the interview, but by all means, first-year students are eligible to participate in the 2012 Summer Work and Travel Program.
Next question is from Craig. Is it possible to buy a one-way ticket and the return ticket after I get to the U.S.? Yes, it is possible. The ticket is actually not required at all for the interview. As we went over the application package again, the ticket was nowhere mentioned, and in fact, if your plans are not solidified yet, we'd recommend that you do not purchase tickets, as they're expensive to reschedule, to change later on.
So you received a question from Victoria. Can I apply for the program through another agency if my agency is not participating in the block appointment system? Again, we encourage you to apply with the approved list of agencies, the 34 agencies. There's a list right here, and it's available on our website. The block appointment system, we have many appointments available through the block appointment system, and these are our vetted Ukrainian agents who we've worked with for many, many years. So we encourage you to apply through the vetted agents, and you can see the list again on our website. If your agency is not participating in the block appointment system, they cannot schedule appointments through the block appointment system. And you cannot use that agent either. You will have to go through the self-appointment system. That means that you will need to make the interview yourself. We have the list, we have the phone number that you will need to call to make that appointment. And again, you will need to receive the DS 2019 form yourself, and you will need to make the appointment yourself.
We have a question about SEVIS. This is a very important question. Thank you for asking it. The SEVIS payments are very important. Without a receipt, so we need two receipts when you come to the interview. One is the MRV receipt, which is the machine readable visa receipt, and the second receipt is a SEVIS receipt. And if you don't have the SEVIS receipt with you, that's not the end of the world. We need to know that you paid the SEVIS fee, however, and many times that shows up in our system, or if you pay that same day, we need to have proof that you indeed have paid the SEVIS fee. If you have not paid the SEVIS fee, we cannot interview you, and that is not a visa refusal. However, that coupled with the fact that if you do not have sufficient proficiency in English and something else is lacking in your application package, might lead to a visa refusal later on. But when you come to your interview, please be prepared, and number one is to have your application package complete. It is not complete if it does not have a SEVIS receipt, and unfortunately we will not be interviewing you that day. So please bring your proof of payment of SEVIS fee.
So we have a question from Slava, who's asking us if a record of the web chat will be uploaded to YouTube shortly. And we apologize because it appears that Slava is experiencing problems in viewing the stream video. We're doing the best that we can here, and we will try to get the web chat up as soon as we can on YouTube.
A question from Vladimir. При повторной подаче документов нужна новая DS 2019 и сбор сервис. If you have been refused a visa and you're applying again, then no new payment is required. So if you've paid, the only new payment that is required is the MRB payment. And that payment, just to explain, is for the visa application process.
So, we received a question from Alex. What is the guarantee of obtaining a visa for me as an individual student? So I think this question is asking whether there's a difference between the self-placed students and the block students. And the answer to that would be no. Every interview is taken individually and on the value and merits of the student and the application package itself who comes in. They will not be discriminated against if they are coming in individually as opposed to in the block system. So we encourage you to apply in whatever way possible through our approved list of 34 Ukrainian agencies or through the self-appointment system.
Our next question is, what are the jobs that we can work at? The jobs that are allowed. So the jobs for this program are in the service industry for the most part. They're jobs in parks, in recreation centers, in hotels, motels, restaurants. There are many exciting opportunities for students to get to know the work culture in the United States as well as to travel around. Again, for a list of jobs that is the jobs that are not allowed, please see our website and please take this very seriously because your future might be at stake and you do not want to have a bad experience in the United States. Our goal and your goal should be for you to have a good experience. For a list of jobs that are not allowed, the prohibited jobs, please visit our website.
So we received a question, what if a student found a job but a sponsor refuses to vet it? All jobs must be vetted by the US sponsor. This is again another effort, another way of ensuring and safeguarding the program and protecting students, which is a priority for us. So a person cannot travel to the US or participate in the summer work and travel program if their position has not been vetted by the US sponsor.
Question from Tim. What happens when an agency loses its license? Does this mean that they don't have a chance, they're blacklisted now and they don't have a chance to work and participate in this program now? If an agency is not on the approved agency list, which Heather showed you and we have available on our website, that does not mean that this is forever. It doesn't mean that next year they will not get to participate. And also, if there's an approved agency and it is on the list, and we notice that there's something going on with the applicants, or, for example, applicants that are going through that agency repeatedly come to us with incomplete package of documents and do not pay their service fee or a host of other reasons. This list is not set in stone and does not guarantee that these agencies will continue to be on this list for the remainder of the year. We take this list very seriously, and also we take the application process and the integrity of the application package seriously as well.